Hey everybody, welcome back to Outdoor Playtime Adventures. This week's adventure is rock testing. We're going to do a very simple experiment to test some of the rocks that might be just laying around in your backyard. So stay tuned for some outdoor rock testing on Outdoor Playtime Adventures. Let's get started. This experiment is very simple, and the purpose of it is to determine if the rocks that you find have limestone in them. So limestone is a type of sedimentary rock. So sedimentary rock are rocks that start as sediments that are carried in rivers and then deposited into lakes and oceans. When the sediments are buried, they lose water and then get hardened into rocks. Limestone is a very common type of rock that is found in Ontario, and actually most of the Canadian Shield is made out of limestone. So it's found all over Ontario, so it's very likely that some of the rocks that you find have limestone in them. So for this very simple experiment, all you're going to need is some white vinegar, some rocks that you can find in your backyard or around your neighborhood, and a small drinking glass. Now here's how you set up this really fun experiment. So take your glass and pour a half cup of vinegar into the glass. Then take one of the rocks that you've collected and put it in the glass with the vinegar. Watch very closely, because after a few minutes, the rock might start to fizz. And if it's fizzing, that means that you found some limestone. Now, try the same test with those other rocks that you found and see if they start to fizz. Hi everybody, we're ready to begin the experiment. So I have my vinegar, I have my glass, and I also have some rocks that I found in my backyard. So first thing I'm going to do is take this lid off and very carefully pour about a half a cup of vinegar into the glass. Perfect, so that's that. Now, look at my collection of stones. I'm going to grab one of these stones and just plop it in the vinegar. And we're going to wait for a few moments to see if it starts to fizz. If it starts to fizz, that means that there is limestone in the rock. So let's just wait for a bit while it reacts. So if it doesn't fizz, it means that there is no limestone, calcium carbonate. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna fizz. Okay, so that one I don't think has limestone in it, because I don't see it starting to fizz. There's no fizzing happening. No fizzing. No fizzing. Alright, so I'm going to change out the rock. I'm going to use my fingers, but I also would recommend that you use a pair of tongs. So take this out. Let's grab another one that looks different. So you look at this fun little stone. Let's plop that in. Plop! Let's wait to see if that starts to fizz. Fizz, fizz, fizz. I do see some bubbles forming on the bottom. It's possible that this might have a little bit of limestone in it. Just wait for a few minutes. And again, no fizzing. Maybe there's a little bit of bubbles, but definitely no fizzing. So we'll try one more. I'm doing this outside so that it's not as messy. I'm going to take this last piece of rock, plop that in. The rocks are very dirty. And, oh, I can see there be bubbles. See the little bubbles that are coming up? I do believe that we have found some limestone. Look at it go. I mean, not a lot, but there's definitely bubbles. See all those bubbles coming up? So that means that this rock has limestone in it. Maybe not a lot of it, but it's definitely starting to fizz. And it's getting even more and more active. That is fascinating. Let's let it fizz for a little bit more. Little bubbles coming up. So this rock definitely has limestone in it. So very simple experiment. Give it a try. Hope it works out for you.
What's going on here? Why are the rocks fizzing? So, vinegar, which is an acid, dissolves bits of a material called calcium carbonate, which is in the limestone. So that releases carbon dioxide, which is a bubbly gas that rises to the surface as a stream of bubbles. So the rocks that haven't fizzed, they don't contain that calcium carbonate, and therefore they won't fizz.
Wasn't that really cool? What a fun experiment, eh? That's really fun. So on our next outdoor playtime adventure, we are going to create an outdoor animal observation journal. Very similar to what we did back when we were looking for bugs, but this time we're going to do the same thing, but with animals. We're going to see what kind of animals we can find in our backyard or in and around our neighborhood. So join us next time on Outdoor Playtime Adventures for an animal observation journal. We'll hope to see you then. Bye-bye.